Okay, everybody, we are back. Sean Ward again. Fashion brand launch, line sheets, and sales forms. We're going to continue on past the. Now that you've gotten to the point where you've presented the buyer with what your products are, they know what the product looks like, they know the product description, they know the wholesale, and they know the suggested retail, right? And they have your contact information. Now, they're interested in buying your product. Can they buy just one size 11 of that one shoe? Can they buy just the yellow handbag? Can they buy the one fedora in a purple? Sometimes it may not be, it may not be worth it to ship a retailer one item. And for the most part, no one would ever send a retailer one pair of shoes in a size 8 or, one t-shirt. Is just not worth the business to have to send one shirt to a retailer, charge them wholesale, and go through all of that trouble of getting paperwork signed, shipping a product, unless it's a reorder or unless it's a replacement. But an initial order, there has to be some sort of minimum order, right? You can't just go to McDonald's and order one fry. If people got in there, continue to come to McDonald's and they're paying pennies for just a fry, you're wasting a lot of time, a lot of transactions, and it ends up costing you more to sell the product than actually you're making in revenue. So what we have to offer retailers are basically the minimum order quantity that they have to order for each SKU. And we describe this in our case pack options, okay? So this is a standard term in the fashion industry. They're basically called case packs. And all that means is the quantity of products bundled together that you can order at minimum. Okay? And I will explain this in the next form. So let's go over. So just to give you a background, the actual line sheets, we created those in PowerPoint. Those can be created in Word or some other. You could do it in Photoshop if you wanted to, but as long as they come out clean and neat, you'll be fine. But most people, PowerPoint or Word will be easy and simple. For case packs, because there are a lot of different cells, you want to create this in Excel, okay? Not only because someone can actually fill this out digitally if you emailed this form to them, and if you're old school like we used to be when we first started back in 2004, these were printouts, and you took them to trade shows, and you faxed them over, or gave them, in person, and someone filled this out. Now, a lot of times people will fill these out manually, but for the most part, what you're doing with this is basically giving this to the retailer, and they can actually check off what size, how many quantities of each size that they would want, if it's footwear. In t-shirts, handbags are especially a lot simpler because one size fits all. But when it comes to t-shirts, pants, dresses, mostly everything else is size specific. And this is a good example because it is size specific, which makes it a lot more detail, and I'll take you through this. Now, what's in the case back form? So your first thing is, again, your logo. Again, your form falls on the ground, someone picks it up. If it doesn't have your logo on it, your name, then it could be from anyone. So make sure you continue to do that, and it's good branding. Now you scroll down, we just have a title on here that says Case Pack Options. And because there are men and women's products, these are the case packs that we offer at Shane and Sean. So there were 3 different packs that we offered. You can see there's a 15 pack, which was, the large bundle, a 12 pack, and an 8 pack. Now, the 8 pack is the minimum order quantity that anyone can order for any SKU. And a SKU is basically a color of a specific design, right? I remember I just showed you guys the pit boot. It was a pit boot in black, a pit boot in gray. The pit across both of those colors is a design. The pit in gray is a SKU. It's basically the color of that specific design, all right? So you don't sell your products with minimums based off of the design, because you may have 15 different designs and they can't You don't want them, again, nickel and diming you and ordering 5 colors amongst those 15 SKUs that they're going to get, right? So what you want to do is have a minimum per SKU. And ours here is an 8-pack. If you're doing footwear or if you're doing t-shirts, I don't think it really matters. 8 is actually a pretty good round number. You could do 10, but 8 is pretty standard in the industry. Now, in an 8-pack, because it's the minimum quantity, we have already predetermined the standard sizes that will come in an actual 8-pack. So the retailer cannot choose what sizes they want. We send them the most popular sizes. I'll tell you why we do that in a second. So in an 8-pack of any, say the pit and gray, you will get one size 8 in men's, 2 9s, 2 10s, 2 size 11s, and 1 12. Now that you have the quantities together, the retailer has the order form. They know the case pack quantities in the order form, which I'm going to show you guys next. They can fill out how many of these case packs they want. Now, retailer XYZ says, hey, I want to order 8-packs, but I want to get them in my own size. I want to choose the sizes. If it's not really an image account and you have a lot of orders and you're doing pretty good, you can basically incentivize them to order more shoes in order to pick their sizes. And you can always blame this on the factory. You can say, look, with our 8-packs, they're come out of our standard. They're going to come out of our standard bundle that we order from our factory, and we just have to ship it that way because we're breaking everything up. If you do want to order size specific that isn't this breakdown, maybe they want 4 size 12s because they're in the Midwest, or maybe they're in the West Coast where the demographic is a smaller customer, they may want more smaller sizes. What you say is, if you order a 12-pack, then you can choose any sizes of any quantity of all the sizes available. So as you see here, the 8-pack, if you go across, you see what I just told you, and right here, this note, if you follow my cursor, says standard sizes. You go up to the 12-pack, and you scroll all the way across, it says size quantities chosen by retailer. Now, this is how you do an upsell. Order 4 more shoes, and you can get as many 12s, 13s, 16s, and you can get half sizes if you want, okay? Now, that's the upsell. That's how you get more money in an order. And then the last option is a 15-pack, which we really want them to order. And if you scroll all the way across, it says size quantity chosen by retailer, and you get a 5% discount. Boom. They get a 5% discount off of the wholesale, and they can pick all of their sizes. Another upsell. For women, you pretty much, you can see this is all U.S. sizes. And then as you can see up here, U.S. sizes, note size 14, 15, 16, 17 available for styles for styles only. So for men's styles only, those are only the larger sizes, right? So here, as you see for the women's, our standard 8-pack is 1 6, 1 7, no, I'm sorry, 2 7s, 2 8s, 2 9s, and a 10. Okay, those are standard sizes. In a 12-pack, they can choose their sizes, and in a 15-pack, they can choose their sizes, and they get a 5% discount. So again, I would suggest you guys create this in Excel. You can send it to a retailer. They can actually fill out the numbers that they want in here. So they'll say, look, here's my order. I want these quantities of each size in my order. But for the most part, these are pretty standard. You can create your own variation if you would like, but this is pretty standard. So hope you guys enjoyed that. We will be back with the next lecture. Thank you so much.